Hey gang, Bison here. I was just looking at some of the items that I carry in my emergency bag in the FJ for a fire starting situation. I just want to see what works better. So here I've got a broken piece of particle board where I'm going to be testing the Coghlans fire paste. And this is great, you know, if you have wood and it's wet and you can't get a spark. I want to see how that ignites. I also have some of these pre-treated sticks that you can find in your local grocery store, supermarket. I've seen them at Home Depot, I've seen them in Lowe's, Dick's Sporting Goods sells them. They come in boxes. I forgot the brand that makes them. So in my emergency bag, I had a Ziploc bag full of those guys. And also kind of looks like the same stuff that like the Duraflame logs are made out of. It comes in little, I don't know if you can see that, little strips that you can break up, and I took a little piece out here to see how that ignites. So I just want to see what the better option is to keep in the bag. In addition to my survival pouch, it has the magnesium fire starter, ferro rods, I got the Gerber blast match in there, I have lighters, cotton balls, blah blah blah. So I have many ways to start a fire, and depending on the temperature that you're in and the climates, the situation, it's nice to have several options. You know, if anything that I believe in as far as redundancy goes, the ability to make a fire and shelter items are key, and everything else is discussable and negotiable. So first let's test the fire paste. Let me just move other things out of the way.
Now, are you just going to use a lighter?
Yeah.
Now, what if you don't have a lighter in a survival situation, or is that that's part of your bug out bag?
Well, part of the bug out bag, yes, I carry several lighters with me.
Okay.
Stuff like this, I don't think will get ignition with a ferro rod. The magnesium shavings, yes. If we shave some magnesium on any of these items, would ignite, but with a ferro rod, highly unlikely.
Okay.
So let's see how the fire paste ignites.
Nice and easy.
So that works well. Pretty simple.
Nice and easy.
And then we can use that flame to see how quick this guy ignites.
The paste is better.
The paste so far, yes, is better.
The wood doesn't ignite easy. Take it, that would be out of my kit right now, because you can't ignite it with the igniter stuff.
There we go. There are oils on it, I guess, I need to catch.
Yeah. No, I don't like that. I didn't like it from the beginning.
Well, let's just do a quick test. Forget about the fire paste. Say I wanted to light this with a lighter.
Okay. So I'm not impressed. You've already wasted so much fuel in a survival situation.
All right. So this guy,
out.
You're out.
All right. Take a little pinch of that stuff. If you pinch it, it might ignite easier.
This stuff here?
Yeah. Pinch it, squish it flat, or if you can, or take a chunk. And
there we
smash it. Just take a chunk of that and smash it flat. That'll give it, you know what I'm saying? It'll give it more, I wouldn't use the whole thing.
It looks like scat now. Alright. So yeah, why not? Let's just see how long it burns for.
Okay.
So let's ignite some of the Duraflame-ish type stuff.
Of course, being in a windy situation is good test for that.
Yes, it is.
That paste ignited right now. I'm liking the paste.
Yeah, the paste is the way to go, and the paste was something that I just didn't think would work.
No.
So this again is another item where
I'd get rid of it.
Wasting too much fuel.
There you go.
I mean, granted, I did not do it properly. Let's just try a different angle. But I already agree with Troy that this is out. Of course, now there's dirt all over it, and that's going to put out the fire.
No, not necessarily. Yeah, in a survival situation, I'd be upset right now.
Oh, me too. Especially if it's raining and windy and...
Yep.
Alright, so these things are out. The fire paste gang is the honestly the way to go.
Yeah. If you want one fire starting fuel in your bag, that's the one I'd carry. That was instantaneous. And now give a tiny little squirt on there, just one more test. Now don't go overboard. Let me show you how I would do it. If this was me, I am very incredibly sparing. I don't want to tell you how to do your stuff, but if it was me in a survival situation, I'd get a bird's nest and I'd give a little shot in a, in a wet area.
Oh, sure.
And because I wouldn't want to burn too much of my. Is there safety in that?
Yeah. Push the trigger and squeeze that out.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
that's insane.
instantaneously.
That's good stuff. That's really good stuff. If you had that in a little bird's nest, you'd be hooked up.
Now, why is this stuff so difficult to ignite?
Yeah, because it's not a survival material. It wasn't meant for survival. It's meant to start a wood fire. Yeah. This is for, you know, this is the right stuff. Now, how I cheat. To try to see what's petroleum distillates, ethyl alcohol.
Yeah,
now,
it'd be nice if we could make our own.
Hold on, hold that thought. I'll be right back.
Okay. Pausing. Yeah, so these stupid Duraflames things work to start a fire if you already have a fire.
Is my survival case. Alright.
I'm sure regular Vaseline would work too.
Hand sanitizer.
Oh God, yeah.
Hand sanitizer. Let's try this. I got my camera rolling so we can keep going here. Hand sanitizer. Now, if I was doing this in a survival situation, I would put the hand sanitizer on something that burns, like a small bird's nest. Okay? Or a piece of jute twine, which I keep in my bag, by the way.
It'd be nice to hit that with the ferro rod.
The jute twine?
Yeah, with the little sanitizer on it.
That's a good point. Let's do it up on here. I'll
So
move my camera. Why don't you grab your you know where it is on my bag, the ferro rod,
Yeah.
and a good striker. So jute twine is an awesome thing to keep in your bag because there are 3 strands, and you take one strand off and you just string it up, fluff it up, unwind it basically. It was on the edge by the knives, I think. If not, you've probably got 20 of them. Alright, so I fluff up the jute twine and then crumple it up into a little ball. Now, jute twine itself burns really quick and easy, but let's say it was damp conditions. Alright. Now, I want to do a shot of hand sanitizer alone when you get back with your camera if you want to record this. Unscented hand sanitizer. So this is just a sampler from the dollar store, but let's take a little bit of this little burnable material we got here and put the shot of that on there.
Alright, so here we are, just trying some hand sanitizer.
Some sand sanitizer.
Yes, that's
Look at that.
beautiful.
That's just as good as your fuel stuff and probably cheaper. Not to insult you, but
Oh no, absolutely.
that's does that flame show up on my camera nicely? I mean, you can see that's burning. That was instantaneous ignition on that thing. So hand sanitizer is definitely a good go. I've heard about this, and you can get bigger bottles than that at the dollar store.
Sure.
You can get nice sized bottles of hand sanitizer at the dollar store. Look at that, still going. It burned all that stuff. So I just put just a little blob, see? Just a tiny little blob. That's all it's going to take, I think. Actually, the jute twine doesn't even need it. Alright, well, good example on the wood chips. Jute twine didn't need it.
I just want to try the ignition with the sanitizer with a ferro rod.
Alright, well, let's get another little handful of junk. Well, let's try, well, that jute twine goes. That is really good fire starter.
And this these little Duraflame bits finally took ignition, so apparently you need a fire to get the fire starter started.
Yeah, forget
those,
that.
so-
Forget that. Alright,
let's get the fire paste away from
paste away from the fire. Yeah. Now, what do you got? You want to start the paste?
Yeah, I want to try and start the paste. Some of that stuff up with a ferro rod. See how she
Okay,
works out.
3 little drops.
All right.
Go for it.
Just pause. You want to just?
I'll hold your
zoom in on
camera.
that? Not me, but that.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me just before you start rolling. Let me just make sure this is cool.
There you had it. No, run the curved part. Oh, you got nice sparks out of that. Hold on a minute. Whoa, what did I do? Okay. Here we go.
Alright, so we're testing a little bit of the hand sanitizer on some little pieces of shavings here with a ferro rod, see how they ignite.
That's some nice stuff. There, it's burning.
We got it.
Once the spark fell on it, it was burning.
I think, honestly, I mean, this fire paste is fantastic as a redundancy item, but look how much room she takes up as opposed to, you know, one or two little bottles of these guys.
Right, and the price is, the price comparison, the hand sanitizer, you can get a nice size bottle at the dollar store, whereas the, how much was the fire starter?
This, I can't remember. It was a couple dollars, but not really ridiculous. I found this at Dick's.
Okay. Well, there we have it, everybody. It's still burning. So, of course, the fire starter stuff, once it gets going, the Duraflame, but that's just not any good for a backpack, for survival. It took too much to get it going.
That is cool to keep your fire maintained once you get it.
It's good for a wood stove at home. But anyway, alright, well, there we have some nice tests on survival fire starting gels and pastes.